Well, Jonesborough Repertory Theater getting ready for a world premiere show. The chicken fried fabulous Spa-Dee-Dah Sisterhood will open May 9th. Here with more now on the show, one of the cast members, Angela Grigsby. Great to have you on the show. You can't say the title without kind of chuckling a little bit, and it just sounds fun, right?
Yes, it totally gives the mood of the show.
It does, all in the name. And a world premiere, that's very exciting. Tell us how that's been different, kind of pulling this all together, the world premiere.
Yeah, so our director, Joe Smith, is very familiar with the storyline of these characters, which have been used in previous plays. And the writers really like Joe and what he does with their productions, so they asked him to do the very first one. So it's very exciting, and he's an excellent, very generous director, and it's amazing to work with him and see him really create and design these characters to be seen for the first time.
We have definitely heard about the talent that he has and what he brings to Jonesborough Repertory Theater and his shows, and that is amazing. Tell me a little bit about this particular production. I understand the Sisterhood is alive and well.
Yes, so at this point these characters are kind of making changes in their lives. It's sort of like an act 2 for each one of them. One lady needs to get a divorce, another one is trying to expand her business and running into some past relationships that are causing some issues. We have an older gentleman who's just lost his wife and is trying to move on with his life. So it's really an encouragement to follow your dreams and to continue to pursue the things that you want and the person that you want to be.
And it sounds like a lot of us can relate to some of those characters that are going to be up there on stage.
Certainly. I myself have kind of started in act 2, and so I look at this and think, oh, this is exactly what I'm trying to do with my life. So,
how important is that when you're kind of pulling together and you're seeing the way this story unfolds as one of the actors up there, thinking about, you know, a lot of people in this audience are going to be able to relate to these characters that we're portraying.
Well, comedy is a wonderful vehicle to bring across truth and to bring across encouragement, and so that's what these shows do. They present it in a very comedic way, but the meaning lands and the theme lands with the audience, and they're like, oh, I think I could do that. Maybe I could try what she's doing, and maybe I could have the courage to make a change that might be very difficult. And so it's really a brilliant way to bring across a very important and very essential message for folks that may just be struggling.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And of course, Jonesborough Repertory Theater being part of something like that, we always talk about just the reputation for the shows that they put on, the sellout crowds. I'm sure this one will be the same. What's it like to be part of a show that big and a theater that amazing?
The community is wonderful. There's just so much support. The ladies that I'm working with, we're just constantly in awe of each other and encouraging one another. I feel like the least of all of them on stage because they're such big, amazing characters, and I play a little bit more subdued, straighter character, and but it's wonderful. It's humbling, and it inspires you to do your best because you're standing with people that are just phenomenal.
And I'm sure they would say the same about you. Well, it sounds amazing. I'm sure it's going to sell out quickly. So again, if you want to get tickets to this production, we highly recommend getting them now. This show is opening coming up in May. The date's right there on your screen. You can go to jonesboroughtheater.com to get tickets now for the chicken fried fabulous Spa-Dee-Dah Sisterhood. Gonna be a whole lot of laughs.